And we're off. Bum 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 bum. Where's this thing at? Monday Night Football. The fucking playoffs are here. Week 18 is over. Hopefully this podcast isn't 4 hours long. Let's go. Week 18 is in the fucking books. We got our fucking final seeding. And what do you think? What do you think about this? You like the way it landed?
Yeah, I think all the right teams are in. I feel like all the right teams made it. You could argue with the Steelers, but I mean, you gotta respect the fact that they're able to, under Mason Rudolph's willpower, win the last 3 games, and they're able to sneak their way in. But yeah, looking at the pictures, all those logos is the right teams. Rams did their thing. Jordan Love played well after their bye week and got them snuck them in. So yeah, I like it.
Well, there's a lot of before we go over all the teams, and we can talk about each game. There's a lot of cool storylines going on here.
Yes.
So starting with Browns, Texans. I guess there's not really that much of a cool storyline. There's no like bad blood or anything, but I mean, I think it'll just be a good game. If I think the Texans are probably going to get killed by the Browns defense, and CJ Stroud might die. Myles Garrett might kill him. But if that doesn't happen, that would be really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could barely beat the Colts last week or yesterday, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and I do think that they're going to get their ass whooped against this Browns team. But there's a chance that might not happen, so I don't know.
Both those teams have really nice storylines. Joe Flacco coming in and doing his thing. That's a storyline in itself. And then obviously for the Texans, winning the division and the first rookie year for head coach and starting quarterback, doing that after just having the second overall pick, that's not really, a common theme. So both teams have really nice stories that, let's see where it takes them. It's a good matchup, though. I like it. But I'm with you on, that defense is going to feast on CJ. So hopefully it don't get out of hand, but it should be a good game.
It could very much happen that the clock will hit midnight on fucking Joe Flacco, and it'll turn out that, oh wait, maybe he isn't that good, and he'll end up shitting the bed. Because I can see, like, let's see, let's look at the the Browns are -2.5 favorites at Houston, right? So I can see people betting this. -2.5 is very easy. It seems like an easy win. The money line is -142. I can see people putting this in a parlay, like, oh, the Browns are going to beat the Texans. Oh, they've been killing every team so year. And I can easily see fucking turn on the game and we're in Houston where CJ Stroud is driving for his 3rd touchdown of the half. Joe Flacco's throwing 3 interceptions. Like, I could totally see that happening.
No,
you know what I mean? Because it's like like you're saying, like that story of Joe Flacco being so unprecedented is kind of it's like unprecedented. Like, no one's done that. He was literally on his couch, like, 5 weeks ago or whatever. So, so yeah, it could easily happen. So then we have see, this isn't correct. I don't think it's Bill. Is it Bills? Is it Dolphins? Oh, it is. It is Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah. It was gonna be Chiefs Bills, which would have been, in my opinion, better, but because I remember
because of that rivalry is already established.
But I think I texted you. I was like, we need the Dolphins to win because I think that's what I preferred. That would have been more fun in my headcanon. But Yeah, but the fucking Chiefs. This is bullshit. The Chiefs are probably the shittiest they've looked in the Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid era, and they're
For
fucking getting
sure.
away with it. They're getting away with it by getting this fucking Dolphins team, who's getting like, I swear to God, they're carting somebody off the field like every other half.
And it's a home game.
Yeah,
Everyone's looking at the weather already. It's gonna be like 2 degrees. Yeah, that's just at the end of the day, they still got a home game.
yeah,
And they're gonna find themselves in the next round. Because the Dolphins are not winning that on the
yeah.
road.
How durable is Tua? Can he handle the cold ass weather? I mean, their team is built for. I would say that their running game is probably like is really good. I mean, they were running the ball against the Bills pretty good.
True, but they didn't have Mostert and Waddle
Yeah,
uh in that last game. We don't know if they're gonna be able to play this weekend, but
yeah, but I think Achan's pretty good for the Dolphins. I think whatever the fuck his name is, like the other running back.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, if you're saying it's gonna be really cold and God forbid it's snowing, it's gonna.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, look at the weather real quick. So like that's why I'm saying I think if regardless, I think if I had to put my money on Tua in the snow, I don't think I've seen it before. So that's probably not going to be good. So again, it's another gimme for the fucking Chiefs.
2 degrees.
Yeah. See, I don't know if what does it say snow or is it just going to be 2 degrees?
No, it just says 2 degrees. No snow.
Yeah,
Partly cloudy.
it's gonna be like throwing a fucking brick at each other. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
yeah, that's gonna be fucking hard. And then we have Steelers, Bills. They haven't played together, played each other this year, right? I'm thinking.
Mm-mm. No.
Okay, so that'll be good. Probably. I mean, Mason. Ever since inserting Mason and Rudolph, their offense has been a lot better, or at least a lot more. They look like an actual NFL offense now that Rudolph is in. It's still not like perfect, and it's still not, I would say like above. It's like maybe like a little bit above average. So they got that, and then they got the Bills. They're playing the Bills.
Bills look like a wagon, bro.
Yeah. They've also been.
Yes, we got to talk about Josh Allen.
They've been. They're just too. It's like it's. It's too hot and cold. Like it's too. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get, and it's like, it's literally a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster ride every time with this motherfucker, and you would think that the game should come a lot easier than it does for him, because he is already in his sixth year, but for some reason he just loves being. I think you sent me this yesterday. This fucking kill myself. Oh, I'm killing you. It's constantly. I don't know what it is, but I didn't watch
Isn't
much
this
of the
the
game
closest
yesterday.
thing? Isn't this the closest thing to Brett Favre though? You were able to watch a little bit of Brett Favre, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And when I think of Brett Favre, I never watched really Brett Favre, but he was always a gunslinger. Didn't care about turning the ball over, but he killed you. He always
Yeah,
found a way to put up points, and he killed you. Yeah, he was gonna
yeah,
2 picks, but he's gonna have 3 interceptions. Like,
yeah, and
talk to me.
that's kind of, yeah, that is kind of how he was. And then there was a lot of times that you would like watch the Packers, and then you would kind of be like, wait a second, like they have so many yards, and they have Greg Jennings, and they have, I forgot what running back they had at the time, but they had they had a lot of
Lacy
pieces on offense. No, it was before Lacey.
before?
Uh,
No.
well, let's look it up. Oh, you know what? Let's do Pro Football Reference. NFC North Packers. I just pick a different year. Oh, what would be a good year though? I don't even know what year to pick.
Like 05 or 08?
Offensive franchise. Advanced stats, games and schedules, team draftees. How do I pick a different year though? Oh, here we go. Do I have to just press previous season a bunch of times? It's bullshit. Oh, if I go 2005 Packers, that's how you do it? Ah. Yeah, this is Davenport? No. Amon Green. Damn. I only remember these names from fucking
Madden?
Not Madden. Yeah, Madden too, but NFL Street. You ever play NFL Street?
Oh, NFL Street, yes.
Yes, that was like the best. Yeah, Amon Green, Donald Driver. I don't think they have Greg Jennings on here. Might have been an off year. But anyway,
like
Vonta Leach. This is crazy. No, I think that's already. Isn't that already Jamal Jones? Damn, yeah, Jamal Jones is sick. But anyway, he would have Favre alone. He would always have a shitload of interceptions, and you would be like, damn, this team is way talented. They have a lot of good players. Why is the game 21 or why is the game 14-10 right now, going into the fourth quarter? Like, how does this team not score 35 points? And like you're saying, like a lot of it was just him fucking kind of throwing the ball all over the place. They kind of did have like a stretch like after they won their because he won his first Super Bowl like I think in 99. I think it was 99. And after that, he kind of went like gung ho a little bit. Let's see, interceptions. 29 one season in 05. He had 29 interceptions. And the thing with Allen, I think it's he just kind of gets overwhelmed and then feels like I have to fucking make a play like right now. Mm-hmm. And I don't really understand because based off their offense, like they have enough to run the ball and to do everything they need to do. But it's like, it's because he does stuff like this, which was very important, and I think this really popped off. Oh shit, it's not showing. God damn it, I just had it. Like he can do this.
Dude, he's a unit to take down, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, like I watched. This is when I started watching the game, or like a little bit before this. So like 3rd and 13, they got what? 3 people on the line? 4 people on the line?
Probably 4. There might be one.
This guy's like spying him, I think, and or on this guy. But it's like this guy's gonna fucking run. Like he's fucking huge. You cannot tackle him. You cannot. Cornerbacks cannot tackle him.
Allen gonna protect it. Gonna take off. Long way to go. And Allen.
And this is essentially the game, like right here. So he does this, and it's like very essential. And you need this to win the game. Obviously, you need a first down. But it's like when it's the first quarter and the second quarter, I feel like he kind of feels like I gotta fucking do something right now. And it's like, dude, it's fine. You'll punt. It's okay. Like you don't have to throw between three. You don't need to throw into like double coverage, triple coverage. You don't need to like do all these other extra things. Like we'll figure it out, man. We'll like you know what I mean?
Yeah, his second interception was one of those that you're talking about right now. Like he just threw it up into the end zone. Literally, stupid decisions.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Have you seen this video?
Probably. Okay.
My dad.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little kid, and he's like, "Hey, like I have a question."
Who's your hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hated Tom Brady when this was how. And then I saw this video, and I was like, "All right, don't humanize him."
Yeah. Tua is not it. That's hilarious. I like that one.
Oh, he finished as PFF's #1 quarterback. Is this true? I don't know if this is true. People just tweet things.
There is no way. Let me take a look.
I like PFF. That's a different Josh Allen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's better than not having a quarterback. That's for sure. You know what I mean? As someone who doesn't have a quarterback, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's too much. I can't handle it." Like, at least you're going places. And this is also a testament for McDermott, because everybody was talking shit on McDermott, saying that he couldn't figure it out, or that he kind of ruined the team. And I guess, in the end, after they ended up firing that offensive coordinator, they went 5-1. Because it was also we were like, hey, they're not going to make the playoffs. And boy, is my face red. Or boy, is their face red, because I didn't know why. I didn't really say that, but you know what I mean? And,
yeah, two ain't it, bro.
Yeah, two ain't it. The Steelers team, I mean, this game will be exciting depending on what version of Josh Allen we get. So that'll be fun. Then we move on over to the NFC side. This Eagles-Bucks game is a shit show. I think that's going to be the shittiest game of the weekend.
Yeah, and we are thankful enough for the NFL to put that one at the Monday night game next week.
Well, but that's another thing too, which why even have a Monday night game? Just have 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday. You know what I mean? This way I could just not do shit all weekend and just stay home and watch every single game. Why does it, I hate that. I hate this, unevenness. Because now, I mean, it doesn't matter because we do the pod Monday
because ESPN has to get theirs in, bro.
Oh, that's so ESPN, and then that sucks because ESPN.
But that's so dumb. I get you, but that's literally the only reason why. Yep, they pay for a playoff game.
Yeah,
Joe and Chor to do.
But just imagine if it was before the season and you went to ESPN and you're like, hey man, look, I'm a fucking genie, or I can see the future. I'm Dr. Manhattan. You guys bought a playoff game for millions of dollars. It's gonna be Eagles Bucks. Like before the season, you'd be like, oh fuck yeah, that sounds like a great game. Like, you know what I mean? But then you fast forward to now and it's like,
can we trade?
Yeah, fuck this game. This game sucks. The Eagles are dying slowly. The Eagles are like that drunk friend at a party who's just thrown up all over himself, and you're like, he's just in the corner, sleeping on the floor, covered in throw up, and you're like, fuck, we're calling an Uber for him, but it's you can't leave like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one wants to look in that direction, but we're still trying to have a good time. That's exactly what's going on with the fucking Eagles, and the Bucks are just also there, They don't fucking they're all I mean, it's just I could easily see the game going 13-10, 2 minutes left. Baker Mayfield has the ball, throwing the ball all over the fucking place.
It'll come down to a field goal. It ain't gonna be because of Baker or Jalen, or I don't think so. No.
And then whoever wins this gets annihilated by the Niners the following week. Whereas the Ravens will have to play the Browns most likely, and then you know what I mean, that's not fair, but whatever. And then this is probably the most exciting game. At least the one I'm most excited for is the Rams at Lions. So they traded Stafford for Goff and some other picks.
Talk about storyline. This is the storyline of the week.
Yes, sir.
So
LA gets Stafford and immediately wins the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just kind of thinking damn, the Lions cut Goff, but they got picks, so it's kind of worth it. But fuck, damn, and then they won one game maybe. They won one game and it was the Super Bowl. There was video on Twitter of Jared Goff's girlfriend celebrating when she found out the news of him winning his first game as a Lion and shit. And you're thinking damn, this is just more rock bottom for the Lions. And then boom, fast forward 2 years later, and now they're in the playoffs. And they're playing each other. The one thing that's kind of fucked though is imagine you finally get to the playoffs. You're gonna play at home against the Rams. You're super excited. You're like, oh fuck, we gotta play against Stafford. And now he's probably gonna beat you guys at home. and it's like, I don't know, it's just gonna suck. Like the guy that used to be your quarterback for 10 plus years, is now gonna be the guy to fucking kill you in your own home after 50 years of not having a home playoff game or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
But anyway, that'll be exciting. And then the last game, Packers Cowboys. Little sweet revenge for the Cowboys, maybe.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers isn't the quarterback playing for the Green Bay Packers, so we have a chance.
Do I already have this open? Like I do.
Yeah, I definitely feel good about it. So, Jordan Love, I mean, their offense is nice. They can run the ball. That's definitely something I'm, a little iffy about. But as far as, me being worried, I'm not worried. I'm not worried that the Green Bay defense is not good. I'm not worried about our offense against our defense. It'll be a offensive showcase, pretty much, and I think our defense eventually will, bend not break like they do most of the time. And yeah, I think it'll be a wrap. It wouldn't be too difficult of a game.
Yeah, if you would expect your defense to really pop off in this game.
We'll find out early if they're able to run the ball effectively with Aaron Jones, if he's healthy, and AJ Dillon's healthy. Then okay, we may have a ball game. But if not, if we take an early lead and we're gonna force Jordan Love to throw the ball, play from ahead, I think we'll be fine.
So here's the actual schedule for what game is what day. So Saturday we have Browns Texans at 1:30 our time, Pacific time. Then we have Dolphins Chiefs at that night on Peacock.
How do you feel about that? Let's touch on that real quick.
It's kind of I mean, it's like a fucking, whatever it is, like, these streaming services have to fucking get their just to say, it's the same old capitalism bullshit of just every streaming service and everything trying to capitalize on some kind of money grab for everything. And whatever, I get it, but like, I just kind of feel bad for like when Ma and Grandpa are trying to fucking, they're gonna get home from the market and like, Uncle Billy, put the game on, and they're gonna like turn on and go to channel 2, then go to channel 4, and then go to channel 5, and then go to channel 7, and then 9, and then 11, and then they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Then hit ESPN, and it's not on ESPN, and they're like, God damn it, where's the game? I can't find the goddamn game. And it's just gonna like, they're gonna be calling their nephews like, I need to download what? Peacock? What the fuck's a Peacock? Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
and I hate that. You know what I mean?
But the power move for that game to be the one that they choose, all the Swifties.
Oh, well, that is kind of
pay to get that, to watch the game.
Yeah.
What a power move!
Do you have to pay? Do you have to pay to watch that?
I don't know. I'm sure you can do like a 7-day trial, whatever, free trial, and you'll watch the game. But
whatever. All the Swifties got the.
I love it.
Stream
I love
East.
it.
All the Swifties got the Stream East.
The link. They got the Stream East link.
All I know is when I'm watching the game on the stream in the chat, I'm gonna be in the chat with all the Swifties. my wife is gonna be in the chat room. Yeah, she's gonna be in that chat room.
Breaking down what jersey she wore. What color jersey she wore. Her lipstick.
She'd be like, you know what? I really feel like I'm in my lover era because look at the game. Look at the Chiefs colors. They're totally in their lover era. Am I right? Like half the chat's gonna be calling me gay. No, the other half is gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're so right."
I love it.
But yeah, I do kind of hate. That's just that kind of part that I hate because even it happened to me before. Wasn't there a game on Peacock the other day, or like 2 weeks ago, or last week or something? Because I remember I was looking for it and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I had to find it on, and then I just started watching it on Stream East. But then I remember like overhearing later that they were like, "Oh yeah, the game on Peacock," and I was like, "Oh, that's why I couldn't find it." It was like a Saturday game, or you know what? or was it the? Yeah, it was like a Friday game or like one of the New Year's Eve games. I think I don't know.
Oh, it may have been. Yeah.
The New
Yeah.
Year's
Yeah.
Eve game, the Saturday game. So yeah, so 2 games on Saturday, and then 3 games on Sunday. So the at 10 o'clock our time, it'll be Steelers Bills. Then your team at 1:30, Packers Cowboys, and then Rams Lions at night. I kind of don't.
Well, you know they got to get the East Coast teams in first.
Yeah, but I would have rather had Packers Cowboys headline Saturday and put the Chiefs Dolphins Chiefs.
I wish it was that way. I'm gonna miss the Cowboy game at work Sunday.
Oh really?
For like all game time, for the whole game time. So I'm pissed about that. But
where do you can't set up like your phone or something?
No, I probably will. I'll find a way. Trust. But I'm pissed that I'm.
Wait, they don't share. They don't. Where do you work? Where do you work? In what area do you work?
At Dick's. Right there in the golf section. But they always have. There's always like something golf happening. That they have like the golf channel on. I mean, I'm hoping that they have like all of the TVs set on like whatever game's on, but I doubt it. But if they do, that's all I'm gonna be doing at work, just watching the game.
Damn, I remember that game you was talking about, not the Dak Prescott, the Des Bryant game.
I
was working at LensCrafters, and I remember I had to keep running to like the not Shoe Palace. You know, I think it was a Shoe Palace. No, it wasn't even a Shoe Palace. It was like one of those like fucking Hypebeast stores that they had like close to Sears, and they had a big ass TV where they were showing the game. So I just had to keep like I would like work for a little bit, then I would run over and watch for like 3 minutes, and then come back, and then like make sure everything was good, and then leave again for like 3 minutes, and then come back. And I remember like I left, and then I just enough time, like exactly when that Des Bryant catch happened. And I'm like watching it, and then somebody was like, "Why are you wearing a lab coat?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go back to work."
No, this is just my fit for today.
Yeah. I was like, you know, I just like wearing lab coats on Sundays. It's kind of fun. I don't know. Yeah, and then like we were saying, Eagles Buccaneers on Monday. Fucking bullshit, but whatever. I mean, it won't matter. I'll be at work. I'll be on my way home from work, so it's all good. Yeah. Nice, and then we get 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday the following weekend. All right. Yeah. So that's that. Let's rank. Let's give everybody a little fucking. Let's grade everybody's season. We'll just go in order by the way this thing fell, and then or you know what? Let's start with the Cowboys and the Raiders. And then we'll work our way that way. So just based off the regular season right now, let's give you. Let's do
your Raiders first. Do your Raiders first. I feel like you had a lot more going on this season with your team, so I want to hear yours. Yours first. We should add an F. Let's add an F on there.
Yeah. F? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Roll below.
Because there's definitely teams that failed this year.
All right. So I'm gonna just pull up this thing. Can you see it on here? There you go. Raiders right there.
Can't see it. I see the
oh, you can't see
tier.
it, huh?
The tier. The tier
Okay,
list there.
I have it set up. No?
See it. Yep.
Okay. Right here. So I have I'm looking at the. Okay, so right here, see West. Raiders ended 8-9. I guess second place. I guess, but we're tied for second with the Broncos. The Raiders. Okay, so they started off the year with Josh McDaniels. Based off games, they were so they started off okay. So we first started off the year wrong because we had Josh McDaniels as our head coach, which was already what I didn't want.
Already on the wrong foot.
Already on the wrong foot. But we beat the Broncos. Everybody was very excited. Jimmy Garoppolo ran for like a first down to end the game, to ice the game. And everybody was very hyped, and people were like, "Fuck yeah, Derek Carr's out of here. We're so much better off. I like my quarterback that can actually play and run for first downs and take hits or whatever the fuck." He did not.
Okay, what were you thinking? Were you thinking that?
No, I kind of knew. I was like, look, we won 17-16 against a team that's probably not that good. With a coach in his first year, with a coach that doesn't even like his quarterback. Because again, in my mind, I was like, what I told you about how they had said that they thought it was fishy that Jarrett Stidham got a 1 year, $8 million contract. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like on the bandwagon of like, yeah, I don't think Payton really fucks with what's his name? Wilson.
Russell Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, Russ. And like, so I was like, winning this game is really not that important. Like, it's cool and it's fun and I like it and I like being 0-1. I mean, 1-0, but like, we got the Bills next week. You know what I mean? Like, let's not fucking get ahead of ourselves. Anyway, next week comes, we get demolished, 38-10. Then everyone's like, what the fuck? Josh McDaniels sucks. Ba-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, this is exactly what the narrative should be. Yes. And then the following week, in back-to-back weeks, we scored 17 and then we scored 10. I remind you, McDaniel's supposed to be an offensive guru. He's supposed to be like Sean McVay. He's supposed to be like whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. Can only score 17 and can only score 10. And this year, he finally has his quarterback because he didn't like Derek Carr for whatever reason. And Derek Carr wasn't his guy, so I benched him last year, which is pretty much what Sean Payton did to Russell Wilson this year.
Yeah. So you would think no excuse, but
no excuse. You got your guy, right? You wanted Garoppolo, like, you know what I mean? You got your guy, and what I hate too is that the reports coming out after C.J. Stroud's been popping off. Oh yeah, not the GM wanted to draft Stroud. They wanted to trade some picks to move up to get Stroud. Oh, but Josh McDaniels shot it down because he said that he was good with Garoppolo or whatever the fuck, and he didn't want to waste the picks on Stroud. And now look at us, look like fucking idiots. Anyway, following week we play the Steelers, only score 18. We cannot break 20 points. Steelers beat us 23-18. Again, with a team that they can score fucking offense. I think they scored some defense on us, but regardless, it's like their offense is struggling. Canada. Yeah, with Matt Canada. Then, following week after that, we lose to the Chargers 17-24 in a game that we could have won. I think AOC played this game. Yeah, he did. He did play this game. Because Garoppolo got hurt. So he had and because AOC played so well in the preseason, I think McDaniels kind of felt like he had to put in AOC. So he did, and he played pretty well, and our offense looked way better even though we still lost. Anyway, following week, we beat the Packers. Did Garoppolo play this? 17. Anyway, in this whole process, we're like 2-5 or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 2-4.
And can't score more than 20 points.
More than 20 points. 17. Oh, we did against the Patriots. 21-17. It took a miracle. Bears beat us 30-12. Lions beat us 26-14. This is where after the Lions game is where McDaniels gets fired. So boom, McDaniels gets fired. So that's a positive direction.
Yes.
He gets fired. Boom, we beat the Giants 6-30. We beat the Jets 12-16. And then we lose. We barely lose to the Dolphins 13-20 in a game that we could have. It was very close. We had the ball at the end. AOC did not play very well. Regardless, we were able to win. We were able to, at least, keep it close, whatever. So we lose there. Then we lose to the Chiefs. Then we can't even score to the Vikings. Vikings didn't score either. It was a 0-0 going, like, with 3 minutes left in the fourth. They beat us 3-0. Then we demolished the Chargers 63-21. We beat the Chiefs in an all-defense game where our offense didn't even complete a pass in this second, third, and fourth quarter. We lose to the Colts in a game where, I don't know, there was no chance. Like, it was like you got to put you got to give a team a chance to try to win the game. Maybe don't punt so goddamn much from the midfield. Whatever. We lose 20-23, and then we beat the Broncos to end the season in a game that ultimately didn't matter. So, of course, this season is a C.
Wow. Okay.
I would give it an F if we would have lost more games, or if we would have looked more uninspired. Even a C kind of feels like a high road, a high grade to give it. But given the fact that the team responded well to AP, and it looks like a lot of our players are happy to be Raiders, I would give this is a reason why I'm giving it a C, because Max Crosby looks happy to be a Raider. Davante Adams looks happy to be a Raider. A lot of the players look rejuvenated. They look, even after the game yesterday, everybody was like higher AP, a lot of higher AP signs, a lot of you know what I mean? And I think ultimately moving forward, the arrow is pointing up.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair assessment. From the outside looking in, yeah,
You know what I'm at? I don't know.
I'll buy that.
The arrow's looking up, and it just depends on can I do an up arrow on this?
So AP went 5-4 in the 9 games he was coach. 5-4, and his losses were to the Chiefs, Dolphins, snooze fest against the Vikings, and the Colts.
All right, look, I'm gonna do it like this.
I mean,
so here is where we draw the line on whatever the fuck is going on with their team. I'm C arrow up, but other teams could be C arrow down. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Because I do think some teams are like in the middle.
Yeah. I agree. No, I like that.
But it's hard to like decide on like, okay, but are they a good middle or a bad middle? You know what I mean? And then the rest are just like, oh no, you're bad.
I like that.
All right, cool. And then I'll make this. I'm just trying to make this different color. So I don't know what's gonna happen to AP. I don't know if they're gonna keep him. My guess would be that they will. Just because I think that, like, again, I've been saying this a lot. Mark Davis was already in this exact predicament when he fired Gruden. Everybody loved Bisaccia, but he went with McDaniels and this other fucking idiot, and it kind of ruined the team a little bit. Because people want to say like, well, McDaniels brought you Davante Adams. No, Derek Carr brought Davante Adams. The Raider logo, the Raiders existing brought Davante Adams. He's a Raider fan growing up. He's I don't know if he's from like Fresno area, so he's like a Raider fan.
Yeah, he's from the Bay Area. Yep.
He's from the Bay Area, so he's like a Raider fan. Like, you know what I mean? So like that, no, none of that brought him. You know, no one brought him. He did himself. So like, there wasn't anything going on, and so I think if Mark Davis were to pick someone else, and then it starts to go to shit again, I think fans are gonna hang him. It'll be another January 6th, and people are gonna rush. People are gonna rush to where the fuck does he? I don't know, the Allegiant Stadium. People are gonna do an insurrection. It's gonna be January 6th all over again. You know what I mean? And I'll be there. It'll be a fucking revolution. I'll be like the girl who got the fucking pepper spray in her eyes. Have you seen that video?
No, I was gonna think you'd be the one with the Viking horns.
Oh, dude.
You'd be the one wearing that beanie.
You haven't seen this? This is like the
let's do
funniest
this.
shit. Oh, dude, I fucking love this.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as
Kanye's
entrepreneurs,
wife.
we weigh the cost
I'm also
of
a
every
mother
decision.
of 4.
Medical
What?
bills are no longer a worry for our family.
Breast on
So
display
I
in
can focus
bikini
on my
for
calling.
Vega's birthday.
And our family.
Oh, yes.
Joining
Oh,
Christian
my
Healthcare
goodness.
Ministries was one of the best decisions
Oh,
we ever made.
my God.
We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM
Oh,
story.
my God, yes,
Choose your
whatever,
doctor
dude.
without network restrictions.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Watch it here.
Enroll
Oh, that's not
anytime
it.
at chministries.org.
That guy.
/enroll.
No.
This
I
guy?
thought you'd be that guy.
Ma'am,
You'd be that guy.
what happened to you?
Where the fuck is the video?
My health was good until it wasn't.
Fucking B. I'll find it. Here it is.
What happened to
I
you?
love it.
I got maced.
You got
They
maced.
made
And what happened? You were trying to go inside the
yeah,
Capitol?
I made it like a foot inside, and they pushed me out, and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you
My
from?
name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
And why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
What happened to you?
She's like, hello. It's a revolution.
Duh.
But they're fucking attacking me back. What the fuck? What, I can't storm the Capitol? What, I can't cause a revolution? What the fuck?
Oh,
dude,
man.
I love that video so much. Anyway, that'll be me if that happens. That being said, I know I've also said that I would like it if he hired someone else. I mean, I do think he has to do his due diligence. It's just that I was thinking about this a lot, and the reason why I'm jealous of other people and their teams because, like, I mean, you don't experience this either because you have Mike McCarthy as your head coach, but like for example, the Rams game. Let's go back to this graphic. Where is it at? The Rams play the fucking
Lions.
the Lions. You know, every Rams fan knows, everybody knows that Sean McVay is going to cook up the nastiest, dirtiest offensive scheme and plan that you can even think of. If it ends up being 3rd and 18, you know, in the third quarter and they need the first down because they're down 2 touchdowns, he's going to call up the craziest, dirtiest, nastiest play that's going to attack, like, you know, the third string corner that everybody that he fucking somehow knows their whole history since they were in the 8th grade, and like the reason that they're so good at, you know, their strengths and weaknesses at corner.
their
And he's gonna
strengths,
call,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, he's gonna like, he'll know like the linebackers like stats from when he was at Pop Warner, and he'll be like, you know what, he likes tackling, you know, like he just knows everything. And like, I think the having the coaches that like know that do these, like having a coach that's like really good on one side and you know is gonna like provide something like that's like very OP. Then it's like that must feel great. You know what I mean? Like it's like Patriots fans and Bill Belichick. Like they know that Belichick is gonna cook up like a really good defense against, you know, whoever it is.
You
like,
know the other team's offense isn't going to do nothing because they're going to lock it down.
And if they
For
do,
sure.
it's because like like Belichick, like let's say it's like, you know, if it's the Ravens, he'll make sure that Lamar doesn't get any running yards or whatever. He'll make sure like I'm gonna take this away, beat me with something else or whatever. And I feel like, I mean, Andy Reid is another one. Like, oh, they're gonna fucking have the perfect offense for whatever's going on, you know. And like, I don't know. I do think AP is a good coach, and I'm not saying that he's not a good coach. I just don't know exactly what like when it comes to AP, what is it that he's doing? Like, oh, don't worry, like he can hype everybody up, like all right, well that's cool, you know. But like I would also like if he did other shit. The thing is, it does feel like he is learning and he is trying, and like I listen to the fucking whatever it's called, the press conferences every week, and it's like seems like he really gives a fuck, and that's what I really care about too. So, I guess at the end of the day, if it's not AP, it has to be someone that I feel like does what Sean McVay does, what Bill Belichick does, what Andy Reid does, what Mike McDaniels does. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I would like. That being said, Arthur Smith got fired. Well, actually, you know what? We'll cover that when we get to the Falcons. What do you got for the Cowboys?
Look, before the season started, over my right shoulder, I have a schedule from training camp that I got, and I predicted, what I thought the record would be. I thought it would be 14-3. Okay. I thought they'd lose to the Niners, at Philly, and then at the Bills.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we started off the year hot, 2-0, dumpstered the Giants. I went to week 2 in Dallas against the Jets, obviously without Aaron Rodgers, but that was a great game. And then we have a debacle in Arizona. We lose to the Cardinals, who are trash. We bounce back. We bounce back with the Patriots. We lose. We get dumpstered by the Niners at San Francisco. Like I said, beat the Chargers, lose to the Eagles, and that's when played a good game at their place. Definitely could have won that game. You have Dak stepping out of bounds, doing all that nonsense or whatever. But it was a great season as far as going into the season off of last season for Dak, leading the league in interceptions, promising to the whole NFL world and to the Cowboy fans he won't have more than 10 picks or more before this season. And he kept his promise. He played the best football of his career, had his best season.
I mean, you have 10 picks?
No, he had 9. He was close.
He was trying. He was trying to get that 10th one.
But he had a great season. Proud of him showing up. Obviously we have to touch on Mike McCarthy taking over play calling. I think he did a very good job this season. Right now is where it counts, though. But we're giving a grade on the regular season. I think he did a great job making his adjustment, and getting CD involved more, and CD having his breakout season, his career year, in a contract that he's gonna definitely get paid very, very handsomely. But yeah, I think it was a W of a season. Obviously, we had some stupid losses of all the Cowboy haters are gonna say, and fair. You guys can't win on the road. You guys didn't really beat anybody good. Fair. But if we're gonna talk about the regular season and the body of work and what Dak accomplished as a quarterback and as a leader of our team, CD, definitely in the conversation of Offensive Player of the Year based on his numbers.
Yeah,
I think it's a W of a season, and I'm not gonna go A. I won't go A because we do have of those
S tier.
Okay. If you have
S tier.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go S tier then. I'm not gonna go S tier. I'm gonna go A. And what holds me back from an S tier is that you lose to the Cardinals, and the fact that we went 3-6 on the road or something like that, or let's see.
Yeah, 4-5.
4-5. We went 4-5 on the road. We didn't really beat anybody. That's obviously going to be looming over our head. We didn't beat nobody really, right?
Yeah.
But that's what's holding me back from an S tier. But as a body of work this season, it was a great regular season for us for sure.
Oh no.
I'd go A.
Look at this. Look what I'm noticing right here. If you go to passing right here, if you look at his year this year, 410 completions, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I don't know what 1D means. Oh, first down passing, 222. His year this year is almost identical to his 2021 year. Like 410 completions, only 6 more attempts. The yards are what, like 50 yards difference. He's 1 touchdown less, but also 1 interception less.
And see if there's a running touchdown, because I think he may have more this year than he did last year.
Is there? No, there's.
Or total touchdown? Is there a total touchdown?
And his QBR is better this year than it was 2 years ago.
Go to completion percentage.
Completion percentage.
Between
it
those
is
years?
better. It is better.
Better? Yeah. QBR? Good QBR?
QBR's right here.
Right there,
It's better, yeah.
Significantly better.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Then that's crazy. He he got comeback player of the year.
Mm-hmm. That was when he broke his
his leg, and then he came back, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, because he only played 5 games the year before that. That's when we had to watch Cooper Rush play. Ew, dude. Well, he wasn't that bad, but still.
It definitely this year puts, Dallas in a.
He only had 1 rushing touch. He had 2 rushing touchdowns this year.
Oh, he only had 2.
Yeah.
Oh. How about rush yards?
Total
yards. Oh yeah,
242. He had like 100 more than he did 2 years ago. Yeah.
It definitely puts the Cowboys in a tough spot, because after CD season, dude, he's gonna be expensive. Dak, his cap hit is like 60 mil. We're gonna have to extend him to. We're gonna have to extend him to lessen the blow on our cap.
I see. Yeah.
For next season.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, he's gonna be expensive, and then Micah is right around the corner. Dude, yeah, we definitely have some decisions to make.
You played Red Dead?
No.
Oh, you haven't played Red Dead, dude. You have to play Red Dead. There's a character named Micah, and I kept wondering why the fuck that name sounds so familiar to me, but yeah, that's what it is. Micah. Anyway, so next on here, so that's good. A, I like the A. I second that A. I think it is good. I do think there was a little bit of places where you could have capitalized on your team success, but I mean, it kind of took time. I feel like you didn't. I feel like the exact same time the Eagles started their downfall is when the Cowboys figured out their potential or their identity. Like, for a better word. But anyway, next on the list are the Arizona Cardinals of Arizona. and the so they kind of had like a year from hell. It was Jonathan Gannon's first season as the head coach. Kyler Murray was hurt most of the year, but when he came back,
let's pull up his stats and see what he felt.
When he came back, they didn't lose much with him, did they? Let's see, game logs.
I mean, they still weren't very good.
Oh yeah, so they won LL. Oh, they lost to the Houston. They could have easily won the game. It's because I also feel like they were kind of tanking a little bit, but.
Oh, for sure.
So one
sure.
LL, 2 LL, 3 L. So they went 3 and 5. Um, I guess that's not too bad. Considering what they
Philly.
were doing.
They
Yeah,
beat
they did beat
Pittsburgh.
Philly.
They beat Atlanta. No one cares though.
Yeah, fuck Atlanta. So I would say if I'm okay, so this is in the if we were boom, we're both Cardinals fans now. In my head, I would give them a B on the season because
Help me out with that.
because it looks like Kyler Murray. It looks like the team played pretty good, and they played a lot of people hard. If we look at these games, they beat your team. They beat your team. I mean, they were a lot of these games. They were in a lot of these games. They lost to the Ravens by a touchdown. I don't know if that was even close. As far as like actually trying and like doing well, I think they did pretty well, and Gannon proved that he's a good quarterback or a good head coach. Kyler Murray proved that he can be a good quarterback. The reason I would give them a B is because while having a losing season, a season that was a throwaway because Kyler was hurt for most of the year, they were able to manage the fourth pick. And next year, you might have Kyler Murray throwing to Marvin Harrison Jr. Bum, 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 boo-doop, boo-doop. And if you can keep the momentum of like how good your team was playing this year, the defense was looking más o menos. There are some moves you can make. I do think, especially with the NFC being as weak as it was this year, I do think they're a sleeper for next year. In the NFC, the NFC South is a whole fucking nuke that you can nuke that whole division. I mean, obviously one team has to make it. When you look at your division, who knows how good the Eagles will be next year or what they got going on. Same with the Giants. Obviously, same with the Commanders. Your team is the only one who probably looks decent. The Rams and the Niners, in their division. I mean, their division just seems like what will be the most difficult. I don't really see much competition elsewhere besides maybe the Packers. But I do think with if they have a good draft and they can make maybe like one or two moves, I do think that they can be with the head coach. If the head coach keeps performing like the way they are, I do think that they're pretty set up pretty good for next year. What do you think? Like at least at the end of this season, I'm excited for next season.
Yeah, they'll be young. They'll be, but yeah, and I'm sure teams are going to be calling for Kyler's services, and you don't know how many other picks they could.
Yeah,
rack
maybe
up from that. So
yeah,
maybe I kind of wasn't feeling the B at first, but
because they could also trade Kyler for more picks and just do a whole reset. But regardless, I think for as much effort as the team put and as much as like they're almost like the same. You know who else I kind of feel like is in this category? The Titans would be similar with they kind of found their quarterback. He's on a rookie contract. They kind of know how to move. You know what I mean? They know what they're going to do moving forward. I think the Titans would be more in the C category because they have the 7th pick. Well, they have the 7th pick. But actually I don't know if I do like B. Should I put B or C?
I go C. B's a little generous.
Yeah, B is generous. Okay,
a little generous.
I just got excited because I got the 4th pick. All right, Falcons.
Falcons.
I would
I
also
would
say
go.
C.
I would say C down. Arrow
And then
down.
C up. They fired their head coach.
You're right. This is a grade for the season.
Oh, you're right, I guess.
It's a grade for the season. There's no way the Falcons and the Raiders have the same grade of the year.
Well, I would say C up because they had a good team. Their head coach kind of fucked them over, and they didn't have a quarterback. But you can argue that if for the season, I guess the season was a disappointment, huh?
Because they had
Because they're-
opportunities.
They had
They had opportunities all year. They all had the same record, and they could have separated themselves.
They could have made the playoffs. It's
Granted,
just that also
nobody separated themselves in that division until you literally the last week. But no, I don't think.
the thing is that with that
And they
roster,
still need a quarterback. They're in the middle of the pack because they won so many games. They're not gonna get a quarterback
well,
that's
they're-
like gonna
it
change
says
their franchise.
it says Penix.
I don't think so. I
It
think
says
Penix will go sooner. But
It says Penix. I think if they get, I saw a tweet today about what if they land Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, as their head coach, and I see it. That sounds exciting to me. As much as the thing is like the Falcons even had a better season than we did in a lot of ways because they at least were in games and winning games and having fun highlights of like Bijan Robinson doing cool shit. And they're still at the 8th pick.
But they
somehow.
were not using Bijan like that, though. They really weren't.
Yeah, but that was like, here, look. Actually, I think the Falcons had a better season than the Raiders did. Because, let me tell you why. Because their division was so trash, they had the chance to win the division, while at the very end, not winning the division. But being at least in the mix and up until like the last couple weeks, and then still landing the 8th pick. Look, we got the 13th pick. Like, what the fuck is GC late? I mean, that's good. Getting an offensive tackle is always good. Is a good thing. But it's like that's not gonna. What are we gonna do for quarterback? At least with the Falcons, they had a fun year. They were winning games. They were in the mix of their stupid division. And then in the end, fired their head coach. And now it's all opportunity for who's going to come in next year and you know, use their offense correctly, unlike Arthur Smith. You know what I mean?
So I don't think a D, but a C down. A C arrow down.
But it would be trending up because I think it's going to get better. Or do you think it's going to get worse? You think okay.
Okay,
You think
look,
it gets better
when I
next
think
year
of-
or worse?
When I
next
think
year?
of arrow up, I think of this roster is a coach and a quarterback away. I don't believe they need more than a coach and a quarterback away. They need to like their offense. They got weapons on offense, but their defense is still like
pretty trash.
you still got to play defense. They need to do a lot more than just a coach, and they need to like do something
So
else.
arrow
I
down.
think the Raiders are trending up. They need a quarterback and a coach, and draft well. And I think next season will be better than this year. I don't feel that way
That way about okay, fair enough.
about the Falcons.
Fair enough. The Ravens. I think that's easy. We just S tier them, right?
Yeah, I mean,
They're number 1 seed. They have their S tier. They do have some blemishes of like how sketchy their offense was and how sketchy their team was. At different parts of the season, but I think in the end they righted the ship. everything's looking great. I don't think.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they kind of did look like frauds a little bit, huh?
I didn't think, and I'm still not sold on
Lamar MVP. Are we still gonna have this
MVP.
conversation? Are we
Yes,
still
we are,
having this
because
conversation?
we're gonna pull. You're gonna pull up
We're
the tweet I
still.
just put in our chat right now. I'm sorry. You can't tell me. You can't tell me he's MVP, bro. I'm sorry.
You're such a stats whore.
And you just hold on.
You're
'cause
such a stats whore.
Hold on, because before you open this up, you just got done saying, yeah, that they're potential frauds, or they did look like some frauds a little bit, and there was some little sketchy offensive things when have you said that about? When did Dak look like sketchy?
I said that
This
about
season.
Dak from the beginning, when way deeper in your season, because remember I was like, before you beat the Eagles, we were like, oh, you guys can't beat anybody. When are you guys gonna beat a good team? You guys don't. You guys are the good bad team. We were saying that for a long time.
Look at his numbers in each game. Besides the Bills game, there's not and the Cardinals game.
Why did Lamar play less games than your guy? Oh, he didn't play the last season.
He didn't play the last one. Yeah.
Yeah. Turnovers. I mean, well, it's because it's. I just think you can't go off stats. And it's not like the stats are like completely day and night, because like I think overall it's like, you guys did shit on a lot of like shitty teams, so I do think there was like a little bit of touchdown padding a little bit. But like regardless, it's like your team didn't all this that Dak did, and he didn't get first. Like, it's, you know what I mean? He couldn't beat the Niners. Like, he couldn't beat the Ravens. I mean, he couldn't beat the Eagles. I mean, you guys did get first place, but like, I think it's the whole overall body of work is just it's not as impressive. I don't in my head canon. It's just not.
I think it just the eye test.
Because people want to give it to Dak, like, you know what I mean. He's a Dallas quarterback. Everybody loves Dallas quarterbacks.
Dak Prescott is in command of his offense.
Yes, you can say that about Lamar.
It goes through him.
You can say that about Lamar.
You can't, because it's a running type of like. And that's total touchdowns. That's not even like touchdown passes. That's total touchdowns.
Yeah, total touchdowns. I don't think that should be like a detriment to Lamar Jackson just because their run game was better than your guys' run game. You know what I mean?
Fair, but when we talk about most valuable player, Dak is the. I mean, Lamar's the engine.
There's just one way to look at it. If you just flip them. What's the difference if you flip them on teams? Like, all right, now you play for the Ravens and you play for the Cowboys. Like, that's the easiest way to look at it.
I don't think their systems are like.
But well, exactly. Regardless, it's like, but and that falls out of like their realm of control. You know what I mean? Like, I think whoever plays quarterback for Andy Reid would be MVP every year, if you know what I mean, if they fucking had Andy Reid or whatever. But like, I want to find the ranking thing. We haven't looked at that in a while. Here we go. I wonder if Dak's higher. I'm sure he is. Oh shit! Look at that. Patrick's back at 1. He wasn't even. Oh, he's been 1 this whole time. I thought he had someone else at 1. Oh, look at that, Lamar Jackson too. A one-person starter kit for a top 10 offense, and his improvement as a passer suggests that his best is yet to come. Let's read all of this. In Lamar's preseason write-up, I said that Jackson defies conventional quarterback evaluation, and while that remains true, thanks to the unique value he adds in the run game, it no longer applies to his skills as a passer. This season, playing in a new system, Lamar has leveled up again. His pocket movement is more efficient, his mechanics are more consistent, and he's making decisions quicker than ever before. Lamar Jackson respecters have long believed this was possible, that if you just put Jackson in a more conventional offense, he'd play more like top quarterbacks around the league. Now we're finally seeing it. Jackson has made the strides as a passer this season, but he's always been quite talented at throwing the football. He's got a quick release, he can change arm angles, and he throws with touch when needed. He's also tinkered with his mechanics to get more consistent, and then there's his unparalleled mobility, which fuels a Ravens run game that you can pencil in to a top 5 in efficiency every season. Even when the ball isn't in Jackson's hands, his gravitational pull opens rushing lanes for his running backs. That forces defenses to add extra bodies to the run box, which opens up passing opportunities downfield. And with more talent around him this season, we could see Jackson return to MVP level play. He certainly has the talent as both a runner and a passer. I don't know when he wrote that. Biggest strength, creativity. There isn't another quarterback who scares defenses on designed runs quite like Jackson. His mobility has fueled the Ravens' offense for years, and now in a new system that will spread the field, he has significantly more space to work with. Biggest weakness, pocket presence. This is hardly a weakness for Jackson, but it is an area where he has the most room for growth. He does a good job of navigating the pocket, but he's loose with the football and doesn't always sense when pass rushers are closing in from the blind side. 3, Josh Allen.
The fact that Josh Allen is number 3, I don't. What are you basing this on?
4.
I don't get it.
Biggest weakness. Sometimes that dog in Allen takes over and can get a little too excited. More often than not, though, he redeems himself with an incredible play out of structure.
That's just a problem in itself.
2 Pro Bowls.
Already
Pro Bowls and MVP.
disqualified.
Right, let's read this for for your boy. Updated December 6th. When was this updated? October 4th. A brainy quarterback who can beat defenses before or after the snap. If Prescott played for any other team, he would have reasonable conversation. We could have a reasonable conversation about him, but he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. So instead, Dak enjoyers and Dak skeptics yell at one another until both sides eventually wear down. I find myself in that first group, and it's mostly a stylistic thing. I just like the way Dak plays the position. He's fearless in the pocket, he hunts the big plays downfield, and he's one of the sharper passers. While injuries have nerfed his athleticism, he's rediscovered the playmaking instinct we saw from him early in his career. In 2023, he's been a more willing scrambler, and he's taking more chances as a passer when he does get out of the pocket. Prescott has combined the best aspects of his play from when he was young, athletic quarterback with a more mature version of his game that we've seen over the past few years. Had he entered the league a decade earlier, it would have been easier to appreciate Prescott's brilliance. But now that the top of the quarterback hierarchy is filled with preposterously athletic passers who can do all the processing stuff nearly as effective as Dak, his robust skill set doesn't stand out as much. Dak knows ball, badges well earned. His diagnostic skills before the snap allow him to get the ball out quickly, and his field vision lets him cycle through his options. Prescott forces defenses to defend the whole width and length of the field. Biggest weakness, creativity. Calling this a weakness is a bit of a stretch, but I had to pick something. It was a fair criticism before the season, but Prescott has flipped the switch and is utilizing his mobility more often. He may not possess the dynamic athleticism the guys ahead of him on the list do, but he's got more than enough to pose a threat. Damn, 5 is Matthew Stafford. I did not expect that. I mean, it's marginal, but like, I just don't think. I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. 96 quarterback grade. Your guy got a 93.8. Damn, and then it drops to 90.1, and then it drops to 89.7 at the 6th spot. Damn, Gino's 7th. Tom Brady's 8th. Kyler Murray's 9th.
That one's a gamer on it.
Or, oh, that's funny. This one, Damien's been dropping. He was 7th, 8th, 11th. Oh, CJ Stroud is 12th. Let's fucking go. Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Drake May, just Fields, Williams, Purdy, Derek Carr, 16th, 19th. Joe Flacco's 21. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna see if AOC's on this again. He dropped it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, working his way up too. 35,
Yeah,
35, 35, 32.
30. Let's get it. He keeps his eyes on Phil while doing so. It's a little pull off his. Yeah, his accuracy's so fucking dog shit, dude. If he threw the ball just like 10% better, dude, he would be way better. Whatever. I hope he stays
That's
around.
funny.
Back up. It's funny how we're doing the team thing, and you're like, "Wait, can we argue about the MVP one more time before
Well,
the season's over, please?"
it relates because we were talking about the Ravens, and I can't help myself because it's.
Because you're a Dak fan, and that's just what you guys do, dude. Look, I can't relate because I haven't had a guy who I've passionately loved as my quarterback ever in my life. Well, I guess Peyton Manning, but he wasn't even.
He didn't even play for your team.
Yeah, he didn't. I had to follow him to the Colts. But like, I don't know. Let's leave the Ravens in S tier, and then we'll
No, yeah, for sure.
if we have to move it out as we move other teams in, we'll see. The Buffalo Bills. It's a fucking bumpy ass ride because it could easily start at A and then drop down to like D, then be at F, and then come up to C, then A, B, and then back down to D, and then B again.
Where they ended up saving their season.
They're like the second. Yeah, there's a second seed, so it's hard to say.
They literally saved their season. So, is it the record we thought they'd have, or be as dominant as we thought they would be at the start of the season or going into the season? No. But as it stands, where they ended up at the 2 seed is right around where we thought they would be going into the season.
Yeah, so they pretty much took the long. They took the long route. They took the long way.
I would say
put them at A, B.
I would say B. I would say B. If they dominated and had a better record and ended up the 2 seed or whatever, how we thought they would going into the year, it would be an easy A. But given the struggles that they went through, McDermott referring to 9/11 as
Yeah,
or
which saved their season.
That turns out to be the turning point in their season.
Shahada, yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Ever since he saw the light of Allah, now that they're the second seed.
Exactly. I think a B is just right.
Yeah, we'll give them a B. Yeah, you're right. They took the hard route into getting a fucking 2 seed. And they needed help. I mean, the Dolphins kind of also were imploding a little bit, so they probably shouldn't even be the 2 seed.
Yeah.
So yeah, fine, we'll give them a B. The Panthers, F.
For sure.
Easy F.
Yeah.
They traded for Bryce Young. Okay. If I'm a
that seems
Panthers
to be
fan,
a mistake.
I hate myself because my owner's a fucking piece of shit who throws his drink on people.
Yeah.
He forced my head coach who was in love with CJ Stroud, to move up a spot in a trade to get Bryce Young, who's not as good as CJ Stroud, and now the team that you did the trade with
is in the playoffs.
No, they're not in the playoffs. The Bears are not in the playoffs.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking Titans or Texans.
Texans. No. Yeah. No, yeah, you were thinking that.
My bad.
Yeah, the team that you swatched positions with.
Yes. Okay.
But last year you did the trade, but now that the team you did the trade with to get the number 1 overall pick last year to get Bryce Young, because I think the Bears were number 1 overall pick last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you fucking trade them to get Bryce Young, and now the Bears have the number 1 overall pick this year because you played so terribly, and then you fire your head coach after not even giving him a chance to it's just, you're in a world of fucking hurt because what are you supposed to do? Your head coach didn't want to fucking draft that guy. He's trying to put it together the best that he can, and now you're fucked. So it's not looking good. I don't know where you go from here. You're just gonna have to spend in free agency and hopefully have a good draft. But this year fucking sucked as a Panthers fan, that's for sure. Bears, see Arrow going up. For the reasons I just said. They have a lot of options with keeping Josh Fields, moving Josh Fields. They got the number 1 overall pick, and they have the 9th pick. There's a lot of options. Their teams look pretty decent. Josh Fields looked pretty good on their team. They won pretty good games. There were some. I mean, there was even a chance they could have made the playoffs. They ended the year 7-10. They could have, if Fields doesn't get hurt, maybe they go 10-7. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, perfect. They could fucking get Caleb and trade Fields for more defensive players or whatever the fuck. They got a lot of options. I think this year was kind of fun. It kind of sucked because Fields got hurt, and who knows what could have happened. You could have still made the playoffs and still got the number 1 overall pick, but I guess that didn't happen. But regardless, I think, see Arrow up. What do you think? Good. See Arrow up, or maybe even a B? No.
Nah, see Arrow up.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
The Bengals, give them a D, I guess.
But
or C Arrow down.
See Arrow up.
Yeah.
Because for them to still, they weren't 500, were they?
They were damn near.
They
close,
were.
or they were above.
They
500.
were. Oh my god! Without Joey B, pretty impressive. I mean, what they battled through, Stefanski almost.
Oh, you know what I saw too? Actually, this year is the first time.
Zach Taylor. Sorry.
Yeah, Zach Taylor. And AFC North first team. Here we go. The Baltimore Ravens won the AFC North and went 13-4 on the season, clinching the top seed. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Ravens in the regular season. No, bitch, that's not what I wanted to read. Where is it? Oh, here we go. With the Ravens, Browns, Steelers, and Bengals, the AFC North is the first division since 1970 with all teams finishing with a winning record. Would you look at that? Now, remember I was like, oh, damn, there's a possibility that all 4 make the playoffs. That didn't happen. But all 4 had a winning record. That's fucking crazy. No team has done that since 1970.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
So, yeah, I think Arrow up. The only bad thing is now that they made it known that Joey B's a system quarterback. But fuck it, whatever. I mean, here's what. No, I'm kidding. Jake Browning was just pretty good though. But
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Joey B would have been way better. But yeah, so yeah, I think you're right. This division's gonna be crazy next year. I guess we'll see what happens. The Browns.
And don't let Russell Wilson land with the Steelers. Ooh, it's over.
That would actually be kind of fun, yeah.
It is over.
The Browns.
Browns.
Hey, salvaging their season. 5 different starting quarterbacks.
And Joey Flacco saving the season.
Saving the season. That's a good
Our
one.
hero.
Broncos.
Yeah, impressive.
D. I wouldn't say a complete F. D, just because what are you gonna do at quarterback now? You won too many games. Russ isn't gonna be your quarterback. I don't really know what your options are.
Where do they fall in the tankathon?
Not that. I don't think they're
12.
12. Dallas Turner, they're gonna get as an edge rusher. I
think they need to go quarterback.
They need to go quarterback. They need to figure something out. I don't know. Maybe they'll get something in free agency. I'm not sure, but I think is D too harsh, or should I put him in C?
But I
and
don't
C,
think
huh?
they're down. I don't think they're arrow down.
So then what do they
I think just go D.
do? Okay.
I think just go D. Yeah.
The Lions, division winners, put them in A, made the playoffs. Or you know what? Should we just put them in S tier for making the playoffs after 5 decades?
Yeah, it's a W season for them.
W season for them. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Packers, we'll put them in S tier also, maybe? Who would have thunk you'd make the playoffs? You're kind of overachieving.
Maybe
Jordan Love's
maybe
looking
ahead of
good.
schedule. I wouldn't
Ahead of
say
schedule.
S. I want to say
A?
S.
A
It's a
tier?
little bit-
That's
a
too
little bit
nice,
too much
right?
glazed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
Um,
got you.
Yeah, Jordan Love looks good for sure, and
Yeah.
and add a couple more pieces around that. Protect them, little O line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
dude.
looks
They
that
might be
looks that
cooking.
looks fun.
They might have done it 3 times, or
Yeah.
just like consistently just have a great quarterback. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Texans, A tier or S tier?
S.
S, right? Okay.
Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback.
Rookie
Yeah. Come on, man.
receiver
Winning-
Tank Dell.
Yes.
What more? do
Even
you
though
want?
they're hurt. Even though they're hurt.
What more do you want from me? I can only do so much. Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal season. Coach of the year, rookie of the year. Yeah, easy S tier.
Colts. They didn't make the playoffs, right? No. I mean, their rookie quarterback got hurt. Your head coach honestly made a pretty stupid call on Sunday. But also Minshew kind of threw that ball fucked up. I feel like if Minshew throws that ball better, he catches that. Even if
I would go C upwards.
B or C upwards?
Or a B. Or a B.
A B. You were there until the end. You almost had it. I think in a season where you weren't expecting anything, also because I don't think anyone was expecting them to win that many games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I should pull up? Here are the win totals for the user for the highest win totals projection numbers. Oh, okay. What?
Oh, this was just like the line for like
Yeah.
over under. Got
Yeah,
it.
on the season. So, who did I say? Colts?
Right there, right under the Texans.
Indianapolis. So before the season they were 6.5. We should do this next year, by the way.
Yeah.
They were 6.5 wins on the season, and they hit the over. So they overachieved
Easily. Yeah.
So I think B. I think that's pretty good. Jaguars didn't make the playoffs. Quarterback got hurt. D. I think the only reason it's not an F is because you have Trevor Lawrence.
And
So there's like something to look forward to, but you got to sign him, and you got to pay him a shitload of money, which sucks. But
Speaking of, yes, they do need to do that. And what's keeping it from an F as well is the injuries that they had for sure. And
Yeah,
what's keeping
so-
it from an F.
So so we'll do that.
They fired their DC today. See that?
They should have just fired. Yeah, I think the head coach should get fired. I don't really fuck with Doug Peterson like that. Chiefs.
Eesh.
They made the playoffs. I'm gonna go C, trending down,
I was gonna say that.
because it has to get better somehow. I would be very worried. I don't think you're gonna be that good this year. It's Yeah, this year was.
If you were playing any other team that's not the Miami Dolphins at home, they're probably losing.
Yeah.
Like if they're playing the Steelers, just as an example, if the Steelers were the 6th seed and the Steelers were going to Kansas City, I'd feel like the Steelers would win that game. So they could have very easily been a one and done, but they get handed an easy ish game at home against Miami. Don't look very good. Only beat one team with the winning record, my Cowboys. But still, it's just
on
not
the
looking
regular
good.
season. Kelsey's looking old. What's gonna happen with him? He has like a fucking.
He looks slow. Yeah,
He looks slow. He looks old already. Who knows what he's gonna want to do? You know, like his days are coming to a close.
Mm-hmm.
Your receiver core is not looking good. It's just Pacheco runs funny. I don't know. It's just a lot of things. He's getting into oblivion.
Andy Reid is doing more commercials.
He can't stop talking about burger commercial and shit like that. So it's just it's not good.
Doesn't seem like their heads are in the right place.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, I agree.
Chargers.
F.
The only conciliation or consideration or whatever the fuck you want to call it is the fact that Staley got fired. So at least you don't have to deal with that anymore.
Yes.
But yeah, F season. You probably.
But
let's check their over under. Let's see what the under hit. I'm sure Los Angeles Chargers 9.5. They fucking went 5-12. Yeah.
Luckily for them, they just saw their future head coach win a national championship tonight.
You think so? I hope they get him because I low-key don't want the Raiders to get him.
Dude, Antonio Pierce is gonna be your coach.
Yeah, I don't.
Harbaugh is not even looking at.
Harbaugh.
He's not even interested. He's not even interested in Vegas.
He feels a little fool's gold to me, to be honest with you.
So I think that's a perfect fit. I hope that's what the Chargers do. Yeah. Congrats to the Chargers.
Congrats to Chargers for.
But for this season, F. Failure.
Los Angeles Rams.
F plus for firing Staley.
Yeah, F plus. Yeah, we'll put them ahead of the Panthers.
There you go. We'll give them that much.
Los Angeles Rams 7.5 wins on the season. They went 10-7. I don't want to give them S tier. Yeah, so Vegas had them at 7.5 wins. That's not making the playoffs. So they had them as like a losing team on the bottom quarter teams, and they made the playoffs. And they're playing. They could easily go into the divisional round. It looks like they're going to go into the divisional round, and in the divisional round they will be.
Dude.
In the divisional round, they would be playing
the Cowboys.
Yeah, your shitty team. So I mean, they could probably be the Cowboys. So I mean, I would get.
No, dude, that is not a game. That's not. I don't want to see the Rams.
Yeah. So, I think let's put them ahead of the Packers. The Browns. How many wins were they supposed to have? I wonder. 8.5. Yeah, we'll put them behind the Browns. I think the Browns overcame more adversity. The Dolphins.
I would say put the Browns in front of the Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I like that.
The Dolphins.
I give them a B.
All right, let's give them a B. Yeah, B. The problem is, I guess the season was pretty good. A lot of injuries. The only thing I would be scared of going into the playoffs is what's gonna happen if Tua shits the bed. You're gonna have to kind of wonder, like, fuck, do we keep Tua? What do we do? There might be a lot of questions, but the good thing is, it looks like you have a really good head coach. I think this is Mike McDaniel's second year, right?
Second.
So I think I think you kind of locked in that he's a good coach, and that's good. So, and you could argue like there's been a lot of injuries, this and this happened.
Oh, for sure.
Da, 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 da,
For
da.
sure.
You could totally talk yourself into like, oh, why the season kind of went not as good, even though it was looking like an A season, A type season, maybe even S tier season. So that's that. The Vikings D, right? D. Kirk Cousins gets hurt. I mean, they had it kind of fun.
I would go C arrow down. Because it looked promising. It looked like they were gonna go on a magical run with the aerospace scientists.
Rocket scientists. Yeah, Dobbs. Yep.
It seemed like it. The first few weeks, it looked like Kevin O'Connell was, on the hot seat, and then all of a sudden, a few wins later, they go on a little run. He's up for Coach of the Year. Obviously, that went away real fast, but
yeah. But at least it also solidified that he's a good coach. So that's also another thing.
Yes.
But I think Kirk is gonna run.
Gone.
Yeah, he's walking.
Kirk is gone. So they're gonna have to figure out who the quarterback is, and let's pull up the tankathon to see where they're landing.
11.
No, they need a quarterback, dude. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe Kirk stays. Doesn't have to go. Maybe they try to keep him. Yeah, but I mean they have the, what is it called, the bird rights? Let's see who the free agents are this year. Top free agents: Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields, Kyler Murray.
I thought he just signed it. I thought he just signed one.
Kyler
trade. That's trade candidates.
Top free agents.
And then it goes.
Oh, top trade candidates.
Candidates. Got it.
So Baker Mayfield. This is a shitty list. And then this is top cut candidates is Russell Wilson. Cousins, Tannehill.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm looking at too.
I don't really like any of these.
Oh, that's just quarterback.
Quarterback.
Let's go. All positions.
Yeah, well, Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback. That's probably.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Leonard Williams. Oh, Chris Jones.
They're
gonna have to pay him, dude. They're gonna have to pay him.
D lineman for Leonard Williams is the D lineman for the Jets, right?
No, he got traded to the Seahawks.
Yes.
The Seahawks now. No, he went from Giants to Seahawks.
So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do Vikings arrow down, Patriots.
F. They don't know who the quarterback is. They don't know what the coach.
But they successfully tanked, so I feel like the season isn't too much of a dud because they got the third pick. So I'll give them a D.
I know, but we didn't go into this season thinking the Patriots are ready to tank.
I thought they were. No, I don't think they had that many. Let's see. Yeah, they had them New England Patriots. 7.5. But that's still not a winning season. I would give them a D because I think they successfully got where they wanted to land at the third pick. I do think their defense is pretty good. But the thing is even if they get a quarterback, they still need receivers, and I don't know if they'll be able to land any.
They might need a coach too.
Yeah, but I don't think Belichick's going anywhere. I just don't think their season is as shitty as the Panthers or the Chargers, because I do think Patriots fans were pretty happy with landing the third pick. I mean, I guess like they were pretty happy with their team being shitty.
I guess.
Because there's somewhat of a future here. With the F tier, it's like, what is your future?
There's absolutely a future with the Chargers, though.
I mean,
We're going off the season, though.
Yeah, I think.
This is a
Okay, as I'm
season grade.
saying, your season grade. I think the Chargers had a shittier time than the Patriots fans did because the Patriots fans kind of knew that their
fair.
quarterback, that Mac Jones sucked and Bailey Zappi sucked, and they
You
kind
put it
of
like
knew.
that, yeah. Okay.
Where the Chargers fans were like, we should be winning games. Da, 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 you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I meant. That's how I mean it by like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's more of the expectation and what you got out of it.
Mhm.
I kind of knew my team was gonna be shitty because of McDaniels, but the reason the C's arrow up is because they fired him. You know what I mean? If he was still my head coach, then I would be in the F tier.
And you got guys playing hard for the guy that's there already. So
Yeah, so that's pretty good. You know, it made my season better. Whereas if McDaniels was still my head coach because Davis didn't want to stop paying him or have to keep paying him, then my season would be in the shitter. Because then it's like, goddamn. The Saints. D or F?
F.
They had the easiest schedule out of all 32 teams, right? They should have made the playoffs. I don't think they had a bad time as the Panthers fans did, but yeah, that's a F at the F tier. Giants also F tier. Shitty season.
Yeah, terrible. Especially after coming off of last year.
Yeah.
No.
The Jets, F also. Aaron Rodgers, dumbass, comes out with the American flag immediately. Tears his Achilles, strains his Achilles, whatever the fuck he did. He's over here claiming something else. I don't fucking know. And I don't really care. Their season went to shit because of it. They won 7 games?
They
That's kind
did.
of a lot, no? Shit.
Who?
The Jets.
No, that's just off of sheer defensive will.
Yeah, but that feels like a lot. I thought it was like 5. I don't know. I didn't know it was 7. The Eagles. They're like with the Chiefs. They're like a CRO down, right? I feel like you had better expectations for the team. And no, I think based off Twitter, every Eagles fan is ready to kill themselves.
No, agreed.
This season, all 4 full-time black head coaches in the NFL, DeMeco Ryans, Mike Tomlin, Todd Bowles, and Mike McDaniel. That's their teams to play for. He's like what, like a 4th or something?
Yeah.
That's funny that this guy says, so biracial is considered black now? Yes, man. It's called the one drop rule. Like, it's like the most, we live in a racist country. Yes. That's why people, yeah. I mean, the thing is that he's not black. He's like, doesn't look black, so he's not black. But like,
yeah, no.
But, yes, like, that's why Obama's like the first black president, even though isn't Obama's like half black, half white, right?
Yeah.
But they don't say, oh, Obama's the first
biracial.
No, he's a black president. If you look black, you're black, and that's just what it is. Like, we live in a very like racist country. But that's funny, yeah. I fuck, what was it when he first got hired and they were saying that he wanted to say the N-word, but I forgot what it was. Something about like,
I don't remember that.
Oh fuck, I forgot what it was. It was something about like saying the N-word, and then they were like, let Mike McDaniel say he's black or something like that. I forgot. Memes from last year. I wish there was like a way you could like check the memes from each year. The NFL memes of 2022. Steelers. Fuck. You made the playoffs. I guess a B.
Look at you had to deal with Matt Canada. Think about what life was like this season for
kind of sucks. But I mean, it's kind of worth it
Matt
if you're gonna end up making the playoffs.
You had to watch 2 weeks or however long Mitchell Trubisky lasted. Then your third option is Mason Rudolph, and he gets the job done for you.
I mean, it's kind of worth if that means that you.
I think it's a. Oh, where'd you put them? B.
I put them at B. Yeah.
I think.
Because it sucked, but it kind of worth it if you're gonna make the playoffs. You know what I mean? I would gladly put up with all that bullshit to make the playoffs.
But to be one and done, I don't know.
That's well, I don't know. Are they gonna be one and done? Yeah. Okay, then see arrow up then.
See arrow up.
But could you even? Yeah. Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah. It's a C. It's a C season. I mean, but they won. It's just Mike Tomlin also keeping his streak alive. It's like, yeah.
That's why it's
Seahawks.
arrow up for sure. Seahawks.
Yeah, and if they get Russell Wilson next year, we'll see. I mean, I think they've created a foundation that's pretty good, so that's good.
They're a quarterback away for sure.
Yeah, Seahawks. I'll do Sierra down.
Yeah.
Because it's back-to-back seasons with the exact same result. I felt like. They didn't get the under, and I'm sure they hit the over.
That's another team, just like the Ravens.
8.5.
You know how a few weeks ago, or maybe last week, you were talking about if you're a Ravens running back, you're just automatically gonna tear your ACL. You're gonna tear something. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel with the Seahawks running backs as well.
Oh yeah, they do.
If you think about Chris Carson, well, that guy a few years ago, Kenneth Walker, barely played. I feel like this season. They always have a rotation of like running backs that is like, oh,
they always have to be by committee. Yeah, like it's always running backs by committee. Ever since like Marshawn Lynch, huh?
Yes. After that, it's never been nobody really consistently for them.
I will say arrow down only because they've had the exact same result the last 2 years where they barely missed a playoff. Or I think last year they did make the playoffs, right? But they like got bounced immediately or something.
I think so.
Yeah, but they ended in the same area. The Niners, S tier, very front, best team in the NFL probably. I don't really think we have to say anything else. The Bucks. I mean, I guess B tier. You didn't really have a quarterback. Tom Brady left. And it was not looking good. And then Baker Mayfield came in and saved the day. I mean, you made the playoffs.
And they may have to pay Baker.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing's like stupid, but you know, give him a nice little contract, have some kind of stability. He showed you he can give you some kind of stability.
No, but we can't. I don't think the Bucks had a funner season than the Steelers did. Right? We can't do that.
How can you not?
Because the Steelers
their division. They
but that's not saying much. No, they're in the NFC South.
You're telling me the Steelers had a funner season after they had to watch Matt Canada, Mitchell Trubisky play quarterback for them?
I guess you're right, but at least they made.
There's no way.
At least they're like an actual playoff contender.
They won their division, and they could easily beat the Eagles. It might just be by circumstance.
Fine. I just it's like when you're like
Florida. They live in Florida. Tampa fans.
Okay.
That team is in Florida. They're happy.
Let me just pull this up.
I would assume. Tampa
what?
Life is happy.
Yeah, they're like fighting gators. Look at this. NFC South. Where is it? Fuck, where are you in AFC? NFC South. 9-8, 9-8, 7-10, 2-15. This is what they won. This is what they're the kings of.
That's not their fault.
This is what they're kings of. They're the kings of the shittiest division. I mean, regardless, I guess you're right. I mean, it came through in the fashion where it's like they were able to fucking win the division. They came back from I guess you're right. Whatever. It's fucking Baker magic was pretty fun, I guess. Titans. I don't know what I'm sure the under hit 7.5. I mean,
ish.
We want to arrow up?
You know, DeAndre Hopkins was pissed pissed that he was like, "Why did I decide to come?"
He's not staying. He's gonna leave, right?
No, yeah. It was a 1 year deal.
It was a 1 year deal. Okay, yeah. So
But
yeah, we'll put them
what a
in D.
waste, though, man. Like
If
you know,
there's
he's
one,
pissed.
if there's one silver lining, it's the fact that they figured out that Will Levis is at least a decent quarterback. Well, I wonder where he is on this. Can I search?
Oh no. Oh no. He signed a DeAndre.
Goff, Love, May, Fields,
2 year.
Williams, Purdy, Mayfield. Oh, Will Levis. He's 23rd.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, maybe he gets better. I don't know.
He signed a 2 year 26 with the Titans.
That's not bad. I mean, they have a quarterback. I mean, Mike Vrabel's a good coach. Maybe they have a good offseason. The only reason I gave them a D is because.
But who knows? Who knows if Verbals are still their coach? So.
Yeah, because who knows what the future holds. You're right. We'll get the D season. Probably could have had a better. And Washington. They kind of tanked. They kind of had a F. They had a F season.
Yeah, it was F.
But they got draft picks in the process. I'll put them with New York, in between New York and nice. Okay. Oh. All right. That's the fucking. You want to finish NFL today? Or you want to do picks on Wednesday?
What else do you want to touch on?
We could do Dodgers real quick before we log off. We could do picks on Wednesday and maybe some basketball stuff. I think the Clippers are 26-20 or some shit like that.
And the Lakers are what?
I don't know, like 19, like at 500, I think, like 18 and 18 or some shit. Let's do this. You.
Oh yes. Yes. We could tap into this and then call it. Do it Wednesday.
Okay. Fucking. All right, so the AFC. Nice. I had Ravens, you had Chiefs. Let's fucking go. So you had Chiefs. I had Ravens. Then we both had we had those just flipped, and we both had the Dolphins locked into the 3 seed. I don't think we got any of this shit right. Jags. We have Jags in here. Jags didn't make it. Bengals, Bills. Bengals didn't make it. I don't even remember when we made this. Browns, Bills. Yeah, we were both off. So it's Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Texans in the 4 seed. Oh my god. Browns, Dolphins, Steelers.
Then we really. Oh well. Never mind. Okay. Wow. Wow. I had Falcons in there, bro. I had three. I had three from the south in there. Oh way. What are you thinking?
2023. All right, so what is it?
Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Browns, Dolphins,
Steelers. Fucking Steelers, Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Browns. And then for the NFC. Fuck. Okay, we both have Hawks in here. Hawks or Seahawks, right?
Oh yes.
Was 49.
Cowboys, Lions, Buckaroos.
Yeah, the Eagles. Jeez. So we both don't have the Niners. I have them third.
Dude, this was right after their bye week, or during their bye week
When they were like on that losing
when
streak.
they
Huh?
lost. Yeah, when they had lost those 3 straight. That's why.
Damn, we have the fucking Saints. Seahawks didn't get in. We don't have the Rams. What idiots. And the Vikings. Oh. Yeah, yours was a lot. Was yours closer than mine? Yeah, right. Well, you had more teams.
Yeah. I think we just wanna know what it was. I thought Atlanta, because I thought I saw. I thought Hawks, Atlanta Hawks. So I thought like, oh my god, no way! I thought the Falcons were gonna get it, but yeah, that's why. The Seahawks. Yeah,
Well, look,
dude. The Rams kind of came out of nowhere, though, dude.
First half NFL season 2023 best team Eagles MVP the Tush Push defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year TJ Watt, Tyreek Hill.
That might be it. That might be it.
Rookies Witherspoon, Stroud are the best players. Sleeper Steelers Vikings. Steelers were correct. Led down team / player Giants and Belichick.
Very correct.
Coach of the year Campbell.
I guess, yeah.
All right, very nice.
I guess.
Got our picks.
I guess.
All right, so we'll pick our playoff teams on Wednesday. Let's just touch on the Dodgers real quick. Oh no, did that close? Didn't. I mean, it's fucking insane.
There he is.
Let me go. Dodgers pitchers. Line. Oh, lineup. Potential.
I love it.
This is what we got for real. Or this is what. Fuck, which one's the real one and which one's what we were guessing?
Scroll down
No,
a little bit.
this is the real one. This is the real one.
Yes.
So we got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei, Will Smith, Max Muncy, James Outman, and here would be
I would say
Oh no, Hernandez would be after
Chris Taylor. I would say Chris Taylor. Hernandez would be in for Chris Taylor. That's what I'm trying to say.
I forget which one's the real one and which one's like I guess. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Why he'd be in for Chris Taylor?
Yeah. So Hayward would still be in there. But yeah, I mean, he would be after Muncy in that 6th spot. Still a lot of lefties. Oh my god.
You know what I'm gonna do? How you find out about motherfuckers?
Right there.
This one?
Let's watch that top one. Real quick. 1 minute, 28,
Don't pay a rate
26
based on someone who drives like
seconds,
this.
and then we'll pull up some
Pay a
highlights.
rate based on you.
The Dodgers just keep writing
Just to get
checks.
a
Teoscar
professional's
Hernandez, who
perspective.
came on strong in the second half in the
I can't
Pacific
hear.
Northwest last year,
Oh,
is inked
shit,
a
okay.
one-year, $23.5 million deal. Teoscar Hernandez, who came on strong in the second half in the Pacific Northwest last year, has inked a one-year, $23.5 million deal to become a part of a outfield platoon, we would assume, at Chavez Ravine.
I should be in the front office there. I picked this one too.
Really?
Yes.
How
He's
so?
a perfect fit
Same.
for the Dodgers.
Yep.
Okay, he's a perfect
Yeah,
fit
yeah,
for
me
a
too.
lot of teams, but why
saying
do you
it.
think
Well,
for
I
the
didn't.
Dodgers?
I didn't believe that they were going to play Jason Hayward every day in right field.
Who's this guy?
When Mookie Betts moved to
Harold Reynolds, former player and now longtime
Phillies. He played for the Phillies, right?
MLB. No, Seattle. Well, I'm
I
sure
don't
he
know.
bounced around, but like he played with Griffey, and
Ah,
but
never
he
mind.
he
I
was
thinking
already
of,
an
like,
older
the-
dude.
I was thinking of the Utley team.
Yeah, no,
that had,
he
like-
was. No, he's
they had-
old. He's
okay.
older.
the
Harold
second.
Reynolds. But
That
yeah,
opened it up out there, right? So Jason's going to play. He'll play majority in right field. I get it. But I don't think they sat there and said, we're turning the clock back 10 years on Jason Hayward. And that's what we're going to cash in on. They're using that DH spot. Obviously, Otani's in the DH spot. But Teoscar can also play some left field for you. But I just think it gives them crazy depth. This guy crushes lefties, but he's an everyday type of player anyway.
yes, he is.
He is an everyday
And
type guy.
Margot's more of a center field guy. They got some nice.
They've really put together
Nice bench.
some serious choices on the
So
bench.
what? Outman would be off the bench or Margot?
Splits on
No.
Teoscar. He's worn out left-handed
Pause
pitching
it.
his entire career. There was a
This is
lot
how
of
it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Outman's gonna be our center fielder because Margot, yeah, he just got done saying Outman, primarily center field, but that all that means is he's gonna cover a little bit more range than the guy who plays left field and the guy who plays right field.
Mm.
That's just what the center fielder is. He's gonna cover more ground. So Outman, younger, faster than Margot, arguably, whatever. Just younger, fresher legs. Outman's gonna be our center fielder. Now, as far as every once in a while, when you have that matchup against a lefty, yeah, Margot's gonna play center. You can put Teoscar in right and Chris Taylor in left, just against those lefties. But the everyday kind of lineup is primarily probably going to be Outman in center, Teoscar in left or right, and then Hayward in right field, or Teoscar in right and Chris Taylor in left. That'll kind of be the primary everyday lineup, kind of how it's going to shape up. But yeah, again, like Harold just said, stupid depth now. We can play around with matchups on who. Okay, we got a righty going today. We're facing a righty. All right, this is how we're gonna put our lineup together.
So Gavin Lux.
This is who's gonna play.
So Gavin Lux is our everyday strong safety or
pretty much
shortstop.
Pretty much. That's what they're.
Also play some left field for you.
Yeah.
But I just think it gives.
I like this guy's voice. No homo.
Depth. This guy crushes lefties, but he's an everyday type of player anyway.
He is an everyday
And
type
Margot's
guy.
more of a center field guy. They got some nice.
They've really put together
Nice bench.
some serious choices on the bench. In the outfield in particular, here are the splits on Teoscar. He's worn out left-handed pitching his entire career. There was a lot of swing and miss there last year. There has been for his career, but, you know, he did make steps to correct that and was very productive after the All-Star break as a Mariner.
Go ahead. Pull up. Yeah. So let's watch a few minutes of this. But he can play defense too now. We're going to play defense too now. We're not just going to hit. We're going to play defense.
Here's a hard hit. Base knock to right field. Here's a throw to third by Teo. Got a shot. They got him. Great throw by Teoscar Hernandez. That was it. Bregman in the air. Out to right. Teoscar Hernandez on the track at the wall.
Oh!
Gets by. Here comes Julio getting a wave on. Quan with the throw. No chance.
I got that jersey on order already.
Into center field, Durant.
The Rodriguez one?
Yeah, bro.
How much was it?
Like 150-ish.
Damn. You don't get a discount at Dick's? They don't got jerseys at Dick's?
Nah, not Julio. Trust me, I checked. Not Seattle Giants.
Where did you get it? On Fanatics?
No, I was looking for it on. I didn't actually get it, but I'm looking for it on MLB. But the one I want, the City Connect, it's like a royal. It's more of a royal blue. But that's the one I want. But it's sold out. It's all sold out.
Damn.
But as soon as it does come back, I'm out.
The Mariners will bring home two. J.P. Crawford and Julio Rodriguez. That ball team.
That one. That color.
Oh, yeah. Like that. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that is a cool. Oh, I like with the yellow. I like that?
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's sold out. It's sold out. This dude hits, dude. I love it. I've been telling my boys, dude, it would be, I don't know what his, going rate is going to be. But, dude, if we can add that to our lineup, come on, man.
In the air, left field, and that one's crushed. And gone. Teoscar Hernandez. Barrel center field. Newbar picking up speed to the track, to the wall. Gone!
Nice. So what's up? So now what? That's it? That's over? Is the offseason finally over, or we're going to get more stuff still?
It seems like we're still on the market for a pitcher, another starter. I mean, nobody like, oh my god, blockbuster, but we are in need of just one more guy in the rotation for sure.
Let me look up Kershaw. See what it says on.
It seems the last thing I've seen is the Rangers are really trying.
I want him to get carried. Just let him. I want him to get carried. Like get carried, dude.
Just let us take care of you, dude.
Yes, man. Like.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's no news. the last thing is Dodgers aces Tyler Glasnow and Walker Buehler don't want to see Clayton Kershaw join Rangers. Ooh, Dodgers Walker Buehler responds.
You saw Teoscar's signed that 1 year 23.5, but he deferred money.
Yeah, I saw that he deferred money.
Mm-hmm. Helping the cause.
Until
He
20,
turned down. He turned
2038.
down. Yeah, he turned down multi-year deals. He's like, I want to win. Let's go, run it.
Let's see what these guys are saying.
I love it.
This is not a water bottle. It's an air.
This is not a water bottle.
Should the Dodgers bring back Clayton Kershaw?
I would say 100% with a bullet. I think that there's certain players, Casey, that they're in rare air. They're sitting at the table with basically Jackie, Vin, Tommy Lasorda, Kersh. Like, I mean, I'm not even throwing out those names lightly, right? There's just some players that should get to determine their fate, that should get to write their ending. And I think that if he wants to pitch again, which if you heard him on AM 570, interview by Dave Vassay, it sounds like he wants to pitch again. Now, he's never had to deal with a major arm surgery recovery, dealing with his shoulder. We'll see how he responds. But if he's going to toe the slab for a Major League Baseball team again, it absolutely has to be the Dodgers. I don't care if you have to move Dallas to Los Angeles, right? And find some way to do it, but he has to finish his career with the Dodgers. Because in case, what I was saying was this. He kind of alluded to this in his interview with Dave Vassay, how he kind of doesn't want to go out the way he did. And, of course, his last start literally was statistically the worst start of his professional career. Gave up 6 runs, went just a third of an inning. Mm-hmm. If he goes to the Rangers, even if he has success, for Dodgers fans, it's always going to be his last start in Dodger blue. That's how – I'm not saying that's how he'll be remembered, because I think his legacy is absolutely cemented. He has nothing to prove to anyone. He's a walking statue, first ballot Hall of Famer. But if that's something that he's considering as far as that last start, unless he comes back with the Dodgers, I don't think that going with the Rangers can help that. But as far as where he fits in, of course, it's a very righty-heavy rotation at this point. Not too many options. They're not going to go after Blake Snell. Really haven't heard them mentioned in any Jordan Montgomery rumors or anything like that. Imanaga has been hinted at. So it makes you wonder if they go out there.
Luzardo?
Luzardo is another interesting name that we've been talking about. He's someone I'm actually higher on than some of the other guys because of when you compare them to some of the other guys that are out there. Let's say you miss on a Yamamoto and then you're kind of exploring the trade market once again.
And this is a while
ago.
You
could be looking at a situation where you save a little bit of money and you'll look at, okay, let's add a lot of depth to this rotation. You know, guys are inevitably going to be injured.
Scroll down a little bit. When was it?
On a
it says 5 days ago.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
But he said miss out on Yamamoto. We didn't. We got Yamamoto. So they must have made this video a little while ago.
True.
So I definitely think that he's a name that I would strongly consider if I were the Dodgers. And as far as Kershaw goes, I would like to see him back on some sort of a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Doesn't put pressure on him to come
back
next year. Because let's be honest,
he's going to sign nothing but 1-year deals,
very
bro.
Optimistic, but he's never dealt that injury. We saw him trying to deal with a shoulder injury until they're back on the mound, until they started throwing.
That's just what he's been doing.
I don't care if it's one more start.
Because these last like 2-3 years he's been contemplating retirement. So that's all he's been doing for this past 2 years for sure, maybe 3. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's his choice. That's all he's gonna do. 1 year, because he's already older. He's not gonna do that.
All right, nice. Oh yeah, man.
Good work by the front office yet again. Masterclass.
All right, Ryan. I'm out of here. This is a good one. I'm gonna upload it right now to the YouTube. And then if anything, just add because you could add the thumbnail later, no?
Yeah.
So I'll just add it. I'll just upload it right now. Then that way it's already up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man.